I want to give a hat tip to Maze, who's fantastic too, on X. All these people should be given podcasts if they're not, rather than the freak frauds and phonies out there. Cut one, go.
America is the genesis of what we call settler colonialism. And the American model was exported all around the world. Abraham Lincoln generalized the solution of reservations. They herded American Indians into separate territories. For the Nazis, this was the inspiration. Hitler realized two things. One, that genocide was doable. It is possible to do genocide. That's what Hitler realized. Second thing Hitler realized is that you don't have to have a common citizenship. You can differentiate between people. The Nuremberg laws were patterned after American laws. Anyway, the US put Indians in reservations. The US invented the model.
The U.S. invented the model. The model of what? The model for Hitler. The U.S. invented the model for Hitler by putting Indians in reservations. And so Hitler got the idea that we could put Jews in concentration camps, exterminate them. America created the model. This is what he's teaching young people who don't know now north from south or east from west. This is what he's teaching them. To hate America, hate it. Because you see, but for America, there wouldn't have been a Hitler. There wouldn't have been concentration camps. Because America was the genesis, he says, of what we call settler colonialism. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you read American Marxism, you know that this is the position of the Islamists and the Marxists. America is responsible for fascism, for Hitler, for colonialism and imperialism. America is the genesis of racism and bigotry. White Europeans who settled the North American continent, laid siege to Central and South America, took the land away from the original inhabitants. That's why there can be nothing like illegal immigration. The illegals are the white Europeans. This is what he and other Marxists and Islamists are teaching throughout academia. This is Mahmoud Mamdani, Zorhan's father, 3 years ago, and his mother, who's funded by Qatar. Our greatest friend, one of the greatest countries in history, led by some of the greatest leaders in history, Mr. Producer. Did you know this? Who've never been asked about 9/11, who've never been asked about KSM, who've never been asked about their role. Meanwhile, the royal family and some of their inbred relatives praise Hamas to this day. They funded Hamas, $1.8 billion. Not a word. Billions and billions poured into our colleges and universities to promote Marxism and Islamism. You sold in the streets to poison our young people. Not a word. I hear Israel has a PR problem. The PR problem is Qatar. It's buying podcasters, it's buying lobbyists, it's buying politicians, It buys media outlets indirectly, spending a lot of money because of all that natural gas it has. Gee. And there's Mamdani, who, God forbid, if he gets elected, will be elected because of the overwhelming support, as the New York Post reported, from migrants. Wow. I heard Karl Rove say something today, and I don't normally quote him because I don't normally care. But he actually said something that caught my attention. I'm doing Mahmoud Mamdani. Mahmoud. And that is, New York City is 65% Democrat and 22% independent. By my count, Mr. Producer, that's 87% who are not Republicans, but tend to vote Democrat. He's got 45% of the support in the polls. In other words, he's got nothing. But because he can win in a plurality when you have multiple parties running like you do in other countries, he can slip in with a plurality of 45%. Even though the city is 87% liberal. Not exactly united behind Mr. Mamdani, are they? No, they're not. That's Mahmoud Mamdani. One more time for the slow of listening. Cut one, go.
America is the genesis of what we call settler colonialism. And the American model was exported all around the world. Abraham Lincoln generalized the solution of reservations.
So here's Abraham Lincoln, who led a civil war to free the slaves. And he's a colonialist. They want to attack our most important figures, statesmen. They want you to hate them. Worse off, they want our youth to hate them. So now Abraham Lincoln, you see, was a racist. The man who literally freed the slaves, he's a racist. But Mahmoud Mamdani of Uganda knows everything. And his son knows even more. Because they're not poisoned by the American system that they hate, you see. They seek to destroy it from within. And I warn these idiot Republicans, stop saying that this is okay. All Democrats will have to run on his agenda. No, it's not okay. One city at a time is not okay. I'll be right back.
Mark Lopin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
All earlier incidents on the Beltway now cleared away. However, the inner loop is still heavy from the toll road to the spur and from Old Georgetown Road to New Hampshire Avenue, and more delays from 95 to the BW Parkway. Outer loop still heavy from the Leesburg Pike to the Little River Turnpike, and it is slow from Telegraph Road to the Wilson Bridge. Earlier accident in Fairfax on the northbound Fairfax County Parkway at Pope's Head Road cleared, and those delays have eased out. There is still accident activity on westbound 66 at Route 28 in Centerville along the two right lanes, and watch for delays from the Beltway. Now from GarageBreakRepair.com, the WMAL Still Watson podcast.
You fixed your diet, dialed in your sleep, climbed the ladder at work. But your ED? That's a tough one. For everything else, you've got the morning routine, the supplements, the standing desk. You've optimized everything. Well, almost everything. There's one nut you still haven't been able to crack. It's a tough one. Because ED isn't just about mindset. Sometimes your body needs actual support to get there. That's where Rugiette comes in. Rugiette combines clinical expertise with treatments that work, helping you have peak performance in one of the best places to have it. You've handled the rest. Time to handle this. Visit rugiet.com/optimize15 to get 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com/optimize15. Rugiette, get back to the moments that matter.
Meet Gabriella. National University supports all her ands. With personalized attention, she can be a student and a role model. National University, supporting all your ands. Learn more at nu.edu.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expires 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Business owners, are your work vans older than your fax machine? Do they squeak, rattle, and smell like regret? Then it's time to upgrade to a real workhorse at Bob Johnson Ford of Pulaski. We've got the biggest selection of transit vans this side of sanity, and right now get $3,500 off. Just head to 84 Caprera Drive or gallop over to BobJohnsonFord.com. That's Bob Johnson Ford of Pulaski, where your next van doesn't smell like drywall dust and broken dreams. See dealer for details.
Drivers must slow down and prepare to stop when approaching a school bus from the front or behind when it's displaying flashing yellow lights. This means that the bus is getting ready to stop for students. Every state has a law that makes it illegal to pass a school bus with its red lights flashing and stop arm extended when it's stopped to load or unload students. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and license suspension. Paid for by NHTSA.
Of a child with disabilities who desperately needs a break? Hi, this is Brenda Solomon, wife of Lon Solomon, pastor of McLean Bible Church. Our daughter Jill is a child with severe disabilities. To help families like ours get that much needed break, I want to tell you about Jill's House. At Jill's House, we'll be providing overnight care for children with disabilities as well as therapeutic activities. For more information, check out our website, jillshouse.org. That's jillshouse.org.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expires 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer. Making sense of your world.
I don't know where to begin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Thanks for taking my call.
Making sense of the news. Know the news. The minute you wake up. O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor. 5 to 9 a.m. on WMAL.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't heard anything yet. This is going on in our schools and our streets. And it's going on throughout Europe. You see what's going on in the Middle East. I fear it could come to that one day. You see, this is a war on Americanism. Let's put Europe aside, Israel and the Middle East aside. This right now here is a war on Americanism. It is an effort to destroy the glue that holds a diverse society together. It is an effort to destroy religious freedom and diversity, tolerance. It is an effort to destroy free speech by using free speech. I'm going to keep getting into this, folks, because one day you're going to say, what the hell happened? I'll be right back.
And I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63, out of nowhere, had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto-pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008, with hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group. WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington. A Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 6:30. I'm Heather Curtis. Mandatory evacuation orders issued for people in many parts of Jamaica as the country prepares for what could be one of the strongest hurricanes in recorded history. Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 5 with wind gusts up to 215 miles an hour. National Hurricane Center Director Dr. Michael Brennan expects Melissa to make landfall late tonight into tomorrow in Jamaica, causing
widespread rainfall totals of 15 to 30 inches.
Leading to catastrophic flash flooding, landslides, and prolonged power outages. Charlie Kirk's accused assassin will be allowed to wear street clothes in court during pretrial hearings rather than a jail jumpsuit. A judge today granted Tyler Robinson's request, saying it will help ensure the presumption of innocence. The judge denied his request to be unrestrained in court, saying he needs to remain shackled for safety. Traffic and other next. Here's Michelle Marion in the Detroit Canyon Traffic Center.
Southbound traffic on eastbound 66 from the Beltway to 123 and from Route 28 in Centerville towards Business 234. But the earlier accident westbound at 28 in Centerville has been moved to the shoulder. And an earlier accident on 95 southbound at Falmouth now cleared, but it is still slow southbound from Newington heading in towards Woodbridge. 395 still some slowing southbound between Washington Boulevard and Glebe Road. Northbound side heavy from 110 to the 14th Street Bridge. And you'll still find freeway delays heading eastbound between the 14th Street Bridge and the 3rd Street Tunnel. Now from GarageBoardRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch Sim forecast.
Tonight, partly cloudy with lows in the 30s and 40s. Right now, 56 in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
Business owners, are your work vans older than your fax machine? Do they squeak, rattle, and smell like regret? Then it's time to upgrade to a real workhorse at Bob Johnson Ford of Pulaski. We've got the biggest selection of transit vans this side of Sanity, and right now get $3,500 off. Just head to 84 Caprera Drive or gallop over to BobJohnsonFord.com. That's Bob Johnson Ford of Pulaski, where your next van doesn't smell like drywall dust and broken dreams. See dealer for details.
Running a business can be overwhelming. Managing your money shouldn't be. At Community Bank, we've got a full suite of business banking tools like checking and savings solutions or commercial cards. Plus, our expert team provides a ton of services: cash flow, payroll, fraud protection, merchant processing, and more. It's banking made easy for businesses of all sizes. Open an account at your local community bank branch or go to cbna.com/business deposits. Member FDIC.
NFL fans, what's your favorite touchdown? For me, it's the next one. Because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. Your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART for new customers to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Making sense of your world.
There are a lot of things that really tick me off.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news. Your next $1,000 could be one text away. It's 5K a day on WMAL.
WMAL. He's a moron. Go ahead.
Let us win a city hall that works for those straining to buy groceries, not those straining to buy our democracy.
Oh, isn't that clever? Oh. You mean like the Qataris? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, his family, multimillionaires. He married a woman whose family, multimillionaires. They're talking about buying our democracy. He has spent a fortune in this campaign. Tons of outside money. Go ahead.
And let us look forward to January 1st, when the hard work of governing will begin. Those in power would like to describe our policy commitments as if they are illusions that will evaporate as soon as we approach City Hall.
Okay, the guy says nothing about his policies. I mean, he throws out these slogans. He throws out generalizations about affordability, the poor, buying democracy, so forth and so on. There's no dirt under his nails. There's no tissue between his ears. There's nothing. It's preposterous. But let me tell you where he's really coming from. He hangs out with the most radical, poisonous Islamists who do promote terrorism. What's the Intifada? That's terrorism. His father and the propaganda that he spews. There's a Muslim YouTuber named Shoaib, and he was in Times Square this month, and Times Square was loaded with people, loaded with Muslims. How do I know? They're dressed as Muslims. I want you to listen to this. Cut 6, go.
We're done hiding. We're done. We're done being tortured.
tortured and hurt and judged. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be a part of, Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah, the God of Jesus, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, and the God of the last and final prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you hear any other faith leader, Christianity or Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever ism in this country, talk like this? Do you? It's one thing to promote your faith, to say it's the right faith, and so that's not what he's saying.
Yeah, kind of listening to the news.
It needs to be in every household.
When he started out,
they're done hiding and being tortured. Where, in America?
We got this election going on in New York City. This guy's claiming his aunt or his mother after 9/11 was afraid to ride the subway because of, we're racist here in America. And his mother or his aunt, whoever it was, wasn't even in the United States. So there's voter fraud shit going on in New York City still.
In every household.
So, I got the slide chat open. Oh, my neck's still a little stiff.
This is why the money is.
I ain't from fucking sitting here doing this shit. Guys, they're fucking Wiggins a pain in my neck.
Invested in our businesses. They're government centric. They're media centric.
So,
They're education centric. It's now pouring in.
I like listening to the news. This is where I get my news. We all can listen to whatever we want for the news. I choose to listen to radio.
They said this fusion between Marxism.
It's not like watching cable TV.
Now you know.
They're going to tell you things that they're not going to tell you on TV.
Everybody's now talking about it on radio.
So America's racist. We're just racist people here, huh, Angie? Huh? You fucking piece of shit, Angie. You race baiting fucking black bitch. I'm sick of you people.
When I played his clip, the father of Zora.
How about you, Acid Drip? You dumb fuck. Acid Drip was supposed to call the judge here, Stan Young. He's going to call Stan Young today, but I haven't heard anything.
A phony scholar who pushed this agenda.
Yeah.
The inspiration for Nazism is America. The inspiration for Hitler is Abraham Lincoln.
And now they're trying to say Abraham Lincoln didn't. Indian reservations weren't really made until after that. They were treated as domestic terrorists.
We'll have children and grandchildren who will be indoctrinated. We're going to have others who go through our college system.
An internment camp is not the same thing as an extermination camp. There's a big difference. They weren't. FDR interned the Japanese, but he didn't kill them.
It's happening all over the country.
Fuck you, JC, you fucking stupid bitch.
If I hear one more damn Republican say this is okay because this means they're going to lose elections all over the country, no, it does not. You stop the poison where it starts from. It's like water. It finds a crack. What happens is you're dumbing down the American people to accepting this, to acquiescing to it. How many politicians do you hear speaking out like me? I'm serious. Very few. Very few. On the Democrat side, none. None. Hakeem Jeffries just endorsed this guy. The Democrat Party lacks strong statesmen and leaders. He just endorsed this guy. AOC's at the rally. She is the brain of a slug and the experience of nobody. No experience. Right, Sandy? Call me Sandy. she said when she went to school in Westchester. All these revolutions are started by people with money. Money. The Mondanis, money. AOC, Westchester. Not that you all have to have money in Westchester, but they did. Right, Sandy? Castro, money. Mao, money. Lenin, money. Marx, money. Qatar, trillions. Saudi Arabia, trillions. Oh, yes. AOC on Donnie yesterday. Cut 3, please. Go.
We are not the crazy ones, New York City.
No, yes, crazy, like that crap. Go ahead.
We are not the outlandish ones, New York City. They want us to think we are crazy. We are sick.
Isn't this a weird speech, Mr. Woody? I mean, you get up and say, we're not the crazy ones. We're not the crazy ones. We're the same ones. Go ahead.
To demand an affordable and decent housing.
I have an idea. You want affordable and decent housing, get off your fat ass and earn a living. That's how you get affordable and decent housing. No offense. It's called working for a living. My problem is that part of the new generation or the younger generation, certainly not conservatives, they understand, but so many of others, they think their birth is a birthright to not having to work hard for something. Many of you are listening to me, truckers, blue-collar workers, cops, firefighters, electricians and plumbers. Yes, teachers. Good teachers, not the other ones. Bricklayers, construction workers. I can go on and on and on. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you do your job. You may not even love it. You come home. That's how you get a house. That's how you put food on the table. If you expect the government to create it, that means those same people, you, Mr. and Mrs. America, are talking about. You're not only taking care of yourself, your own family, your own home, your own car, you're doing it for the freeloaders. The people on the dole who say you, Mr. and Mrs. America, some reason you owe them. That they don't have to work for it. You're trashed as bigot. After your city's attacked, you're trashed as bigots. And they want to take your home away from you. Everybody's going to get free public transportation, which means no maintenance,
Fucking
no
son of a
cleanliness,
bitch.
homeless, drug addicts, crime. At the same time, the cops are handcuffed rather than the criminals. So nobody will be there to respond. And then you'll have your source prosecutors who won't prosecute those who defend the not those who are perpetrators. I'm telling you. They're going to get the system. We are the system. Capitalism is the system. We're the system. New York City works because you work. More people are going to come to New York City who are illegal aliens for freebies. More homeless are going to leave and come to New York City for freebies. More drug addicts are going to come because the drug laws won't be enforced. Prostitution's going to run rampant, meaning women are going to be abused and sold into sex slavery because this jackass believes in legalizing prostitution. In other words, the third world. But not even the good aspects of the third world. The underbelly of the third world. Because don't you know we deserve it? We're colonialists and imperialists. The vast majority of you to whom I am speaking come from families that immigrated legally to the United States. They were required your ancestors, to demonstrate their loyalty to the United States. They were required to demonstrate that they wouldn't be on welfare, that they would work in the United States. They were required to learn the language and know the language and embrace the country. That's not what's happening today, is it? Quite the opposite. We don't need lectures from these punks who've created nothing, who've done nothing about hard work. We don't need lectures from them about free groceries. We don't want free groceries. We want to be able to pay for it. We don't want free transportation. We want a clean, healthy, secure transportation system. We don't get that for free. We don't want some 34-year-old now punk, an Islamist, Marxist, ruining everything that's been built over hundreds of years in New York City. One generation after another, one ethnic group after another, and now it really is a melting pot. They have some guy come along and light a match. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world? The new WMAL app gives you the latest headlines, perspective from the voices you trust, and weather info to keep you in the know, all without having to remember yet another password.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app.
Thank you.
Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple App Store, and stay connected.
You'll still find some delays on the inner loop between the Georgetown Pike and the Clara Barton Parkway and between 355 and New Hampshire Avenue. And more delays through Lanham. On the outer loop, it is heavy from the Leesburg Pike to the Little River Turnpike. And some delays from Telegraph Road to the Wilson Bridge. Earlier crash on westbound 66 at 28, moved to the right shoulder, but you will still find some delays on the Beltway to 123 and through 28 towards Business 234. And still a slow go as well on 95 southbound from Newington in towards Woodbridge. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch Sim forecast.
Tonight, partly cloudy with lows in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and breezy with highs in the upper 50s.
Meet Rachel. National University supports all her Anns. With flexible online courses, she can be a student and an adventurer. National University, supporting all your Anns. Learn more at nu.edu.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expires 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Pulaski, it's 4th and goal, and Bob Johnson Ford is calling the play. We want your car, and we'll pay you top dollar for it. Don't fumble that trade-in. Score big at 84 Caprera Drive. Whether it's a beater or a beauty, we're ready to make the winning deal. Visit BobJohnsonFord.com and spike that old ride into the end zone. See store for details.
The Cage of Doom, Algebra 2. Who will step up to his challenge?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college. Find out which classes you need at knowhowtogo.org.
Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation for Education, and the Ad Council.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
Making sense of your world.
Greatly appreciated.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
I love listening to you.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of the headlines. Because common sense isn't so common. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Today I want to share something that should fill every Christian with wonder. We're living in the time of history's greatest homecoming. For thousands of years, God promised through his prophets that he would gather the Jewish people from every corner of the earth and bring them back to their homeland. Then he thought these were just beautiful words that would never come to pass. But we are witnessing the impossible, aren't we? Since 1948, over 3 million Jewish people have returned to Israel from more than 100 countries. Russian Jews, Ethiopian Jews, European Holocaust survivors, all coming home exactly as Scripture foretold. This isn't a coincidence. This is prophecy fulfilled before our eyes. When I support the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, I'm not just helping with integration. I'm participating in a biblical prophecy. I'm saying yes to God's promises coming true. Join me in the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, and let's discover the top reasons why Christians all over the world support Israel. To learn more, go to levinforthefellowship.org. That's Levin for the fellowship.org. levinforthefellowship.org. We don't have a ton of time remaining this hour, which flew by. We will have the speaker on, what time, Rich? At 7:30 Eastern time. And there's a lot to talk to about this government shutdown, quote unquote. But before I do that, I want to talk to you a little bit about Gavin Newsom. He wants desperately to be president. Look what he's done to California. Many people have argued, I've argued, that California used to be the greatest state in the country. The most vibrant, the most economically advantageous. If you wanted to be an entrepreneur, people would say, go west, go to California. Had a great tax system, was very low after Reagan and Duke Majan and P. Wilson. And the schools were exceptional, particularly the colleges and universities. It was known for the top educational system. And on top of that, such a beautiful, beautiful state where people would want to build their homes. Now the homes burned down and the state won't even let people rebuild. Can't even get water in the hydrants. There's absolutely no forestry taking place in any significant way. You have these cabals, environmental cabals and teachers' unions and others that run everything. It's a one-party state. It's effectively bankrupt. They're broke, despite the highest taxes in the country, and this man wants to be president of the United States. On top of everything else, he is a serial liar. He is a crackpot. He is a buffoon. He's an incompetent. And he's a serial liar. And I'm going to prove it to you when we return.
Pulaski, it's 4th and goal, and Bob Johnson Ford is calling the play. We want your car, and we'll pay you top dollar for it. Don't fumble that trade-in. Score big at 84 Caprera Drive. Whether it's a beater or a beauty, we're ready to make the winning deal. Visit BobJohnsonFord.com and spike that old ride into the end zone. See store for details.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
We invite you to come get a Bermuda perspective this summer. Get a new perspective on sightseeing and secluded beaches and hidden caves. Get a new take.
Hey, you sit here and listen long enough, they'll probably report it. All right. But not long ago, there was a couple murders at some mosque over in London. So, you know.
We just see things together.
I like to try to run my panels outside of the hours that I listen to the radio. I wasn't live this morning. Yeah, I went live later. I can't, try to listen to three things at once going on.
Earthquake in East Columbia around 5:17 tonight, according to the U.S. National Survey. Howard County Police said around 5:45 there were no reports of.
They're all crying in Vegas chat this afternoon. So you miss out on that, Banksy. So it's a good thing you probably stay out of Vegas.
To debate redrawing congressional maps in special session ahead of the 2020.
JC will unblock me and post that I see her. Because she'll sit there and talk to her little friends. Hey, Angie, I did this last night. Hey, Andy, how you feeling today? Let's talk about Angie. Fucking race baiter Angie. Bowling's good exercise. You better do a lot of bowling. You got some awful fucking love handles going there, Angie. Your hips are out there. Them things are fucking hanging. Oh, what the matter, Banana Chip? What the matter? Vader, are you mad? Vader's mad at me, everybody. Vader's mad, 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 mad. Mad, 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 mad Vader. And Vader's mad for Wigan. What's the matter, Vader? You having a problem, Vader? Are you having a problem? I think you are, Vader. There, Romeo Cross. You having a problem, boy? Well, JC does, Banksy. Her and her people live in Vegas. And she sits there and does her shit. I don't go there. I didn't do nothing. That wasn't me. No, Billy, you're old, Billy. Billy, you're bipolar, Billy. You're bipolar. Billy, you're bipolar, Billy. Billy's nice 1 minute and then he's mean the next minute. He's bipolar. Has nothing to do with your fucking stupid boys trolling me, does it? Wigan. Bottom line is, Wigan lied to me over the phone. I agreed to leave you alone, JC. This has been going on too long. I wasn't cloning you back then or anything. I'm not cloning you now. I did your husband, though, because you want to fuck around with me, bitch. Right? You want to play this game? Like, you want somebody to come up and let's have a cooking show? Let me go get a fucking package of Pillsbury fucking crescent rolls and we'll do some baking. I worked in restaurants when I come out of the Navy. Those are a good product. The different kinds of cookies that they make. The Army uses these in their facilities. saves time having to make cookies. Put them on a sheet pan, bake them off, and there you go. You know, you guys, you think you're fucking doing something out here, Sinman. You're an idiot, Sinman. You're a complete buffoon. Complete buffoon. No picture, just one stupid name. Geez, I wonder who you might be, Sinman. Sebastian. Sebastian makes a lot of alt accounts. That's right, Relentless. Relentless cries about alt accounts, but all of her friends use them. My red spot getting red. I got a red spot right there. Uh-oh, I got growth growing on me like Wiggin.
Over 100,000 people have made Friday 15 the must-have healthy aging supplement. Get an additional 15% off the starter kit by going to fatty15.com/USA and using code USA at checkout.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Here's Michelle Murray in the Hadid Corporate Cleaning Traffic Center.
In Fairfax, in the Gainesville area, there's an accident on the westbound lanes of 7 at the Georgetown Pike, and that has traffic jam from Reston Parkway. And in Chantilly, there's an accident on eastbound 50 at 28, so they'll be aware of that. Also in Largo, there was a crash reported westbound on Central Avenue at Bright Seat Road. You will still find some Beltway delays interloop beginning at River Road headed towards the spur, and again from 355 to George Avenue. Some delays through Lanham in the outer loop, just in Solon from Telegraph Road to the Wilson Bridge, and from the Leesburg Pike to the Little River Turnpike. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
This evening will be dry with temps falling out of the 50s into the 40s overnight in D.C. or back into the 30s in the suburbs by tomorrow morning. Today becoming mostly cloudy and breezy with cooler highs in the upper 50s. Rain moves in Wednesday evening. I'm 7 News meteorologist Eileen Whalen in the First Alert Weather Center.
Right now, 56 in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
On 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
Deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here. Our number 877-381-381, 1-877-381-381. Well, you're not going to like what I'm reading, but I'm reading this now out loud from the New York Post.
Get the attention of all the Republicans and Democrats and independents in New Jersey if you want to save your state. Okay? This just broke, 5:58 p.m. Eastern Time. New Jersey Democrats continue outpacing Republican early votes.
It doesn't do it on the laptop. On my phone, it's like my internet goes buffering.
Jack Chittarelli, I think, can still win, may still win. But I'm about turning out the vote here. I'm about the mission.
Yeah, you're just so
I'm not one of the pom-pom boys or girls that you'll see on TV or hear on radio. We got this thing locked up. Yeah, we got this thing. It's never locked up till it's locked up. New Jersey Democrat voters are outpacing the Republican peers in early voting turnout, writes the New York Post, which is boding well for gubernatorial candidate Representative Mikey.
Fuck you, Wiggin. Eat shit and die, you motherfucker. Fuck you.
Roughly 635,000.
I can change that. I'll put JC's name in there too, you know.
57% were registered Democrats, 26%.
Eat shit and die, motherfucker.
17% had another party affiliation.
I'm going to fucking kick you hard, boy.
Now you might say, well, there's a reason for that. I don't care. Just turn out and vote.
Fuck, motherfucker.
You know, we never get any credit on this program for turning out the vote, but we turn out more voters than anybody. Anybody. Radio, podcast, TV, anybody. It's a better outlook than Republican Jack Chittarelli had at the end of early voting in 2021, when 58% were Democrats, 22% Republicans, 20% had another affiliation. But the GOP still has a roughly 202,000 raw vote gap with Democrats, and initial in-person voting trends are only worsening Republican margin. Now, keep in mind, he's going to need Democrat votes. So this doesn't mean the outcome is for the Democrat, but it would be a hell of a lot better if more Republicans were voting. I'm just being honest. We're starting to see a narrowing of the viable pass available to Republicans, says Micah Rasmussen. And this is not to throw a wet blanket. This is to fire you up. Some Republicans have taken solace in the fact that oftentimes their voters are skittish with in-person voting. But Chitterelli's campaign has pushed his voters to cast their ballots early. Rasmussen also explained Democrats have voted Republicans on Election Day by 140,000. Now, the Democrats are going to outvote the Republicans. Again, I say that it's an important point, but even more than that, what's important is that the Republicans turn out. That's the base for this candidate. He's a Republican. You Democrats who are voting, I'm hoping you're conservative Democrats. I'm hoping you've had enough of high taxes and high energy bills and enough of this Islamist Marxist bullcrap. I sure as hell hope so. Now, this guy Newsom is a liar. He's a fraud. He's an incompetent buffoon. And he was on a podcast. I wrote it down here somewhere. What the hell? Oh, All the Smoke. I don't know what that means. We think we know what that means, but nonetheless, All the Smoke podcast. And here in part is what Governor Loser said. Go.
And it was just like hustling. But also, you know, it was also about paying the bills, man. And it was just like hustling. And so I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, started, you know, just getting obsessed, you know, sitting there with the, you know, the Wonder Bread and 5 stacks of, you know, the white story. Come on. Macaroni and cheese.
You talking about me?
Yeah, YG, man. Every day in the backyard, just bouncing the basketball.
One of the guys. Gavin Newsom's story, writes the New York Post, about hustling to pay the bills, raised his eyebrows given his family's ties to billionaire heir. Governor Newsom's characterization of his humble origins are raising eyebrows. During a recent appearance on the All the Smoke podcast, Newsom recounted how his mother, who divorced from his father when he was young, hustled when he was growing up. My mom was 19, pregnant, and divorced a few years later with 2 kids. He said on the podcast, came from no money and just hustled, you know, worked hard, grinding every single day, 2.5 jobs, no bull S. We had roommates all the time because she couldn't afford the rent. It was also about paying the bills, man. It was just like hustling. Boy, he likes that word. And I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, just getting obsessed. What does that mean, Rich? I was out there raising myself, turning on the TV. If you're out there raising yourself, you're working at McDonald's, you're doing whatever you have to do. I was sitting there with the Wonder Bread, the macaroni and cheese. Throughout his career, Newsom has told similar hardscrabble stories, implying he grew up in poverty or in the lower echelons of the middle class, seeking to be more relatable to voters. Wow. Over the summer, for example, he claimed to have slept on the couch and that his sister slept in a hallway because his mother had to rent out the spare bedroom. But skeptics have pointed out that Newsom's late father, William, a former Associate Justice of the California Court of Appeals, served as a highfalutin attorney for Getty's billion-dollar fortune. William was so involved with the Gettys that he helped deliver the ransom payment in response to the kidnapping of John Paul Getty III. The elder Newsom previously explained that he was limited in helping out Gavin's mother financially due to his costly run for the Senate in 1968. I made a foolish mistake of putting my own money in it and losing, he said, according to a 2003 San Francisco article. I had a huge deficit when it was over. I lost my law practice in the process. Things were unraveling. It took me quite a while to pull myself out financially. Tessa was working a number of jobs. Gavin had jobs after school. He later added, I was around people of wealth, but I never had any money, nor did Gavin. Yet, after Gavin graduated from Santa Clara University, he started a boutique winery, Plump Jack Group, with Getty's financial backing. He started a winery with Getty's financial backing right after graduating college. Anyone with more than an inch of curiosity would know that Governor Newsom was raised by his mother after her divorce from his father when he was 3 years old. A Newsom spokesman said, he's talked about moving between two different worlds, but he was raised by a mother who worked 3 jobs at one point, secretary, waitress, and paralegal. Notably, Newsom attended kindergarten and first grade at École Notre Dame de Victorias, a Catholic school. In August, Newsom trolled Vice President J.D. Vance, showing off a stylish photo purportedly of him in high school wearing a fancy scarf juxtaposed with a throwback picture of the VP in high school wearing a bland T-shirt, standing next to women posed in front of urinals. There you have it. I don't care how he grew up, poor, wealthy. He's a disaster. A disaster. I can't imagine this man as president. What a disaster that would be. It'd be an embarrassment. I mean, what he's done to the state of California. He's not the only one. But what these Democrats have done to the state of California, you know, there's your Petri dish. Pretty damn big one. The most prosperous state, the wealthiest state, low taxes, respect for law and order, the best colleges and universities in the country. And I go on and on and on. Look at the beauty of that state. There's not another state like it. They're beautiful states, but that state is remarkable. And look what he did to it. He turned it into a disaster, into a third world country. Open borders, economic dislocation, massive redistribution of wealth, massive taxation. You've got these factions that control everything, radical environmentalists, radical teachers unions. You've got wokeism, the destruction of the culture. Handcuffing police. What a disaster this man has created. Giving out commercial truck licenses to people who can't speak the language and are getting other people killed. Oh, that's okay. Look what he did during the pandemic. He was one of the most iron-fisted gubernatorial dictators with these outrageous rules that he put in place, and contradictory too. People weren't allowed to go out for meals. Yes. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult, 19 to 49, with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protect yourself, furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take
Bye,
advantage of
Vader.
the Fresh Start program and new laws.
See you later. Go make your own fucking handles.
The lowest amount possible. Our team of tax
Bye.
attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Feeling a little broken these days? There's a reason. We're all aging. I'm Dr. Stephanie Van Watson, co-founder of Fatty 15, and I'm so excited to share with you C15 from Fatty 15. C15 is a crucial healthy aging nutrient that strengthens cells and reverses aging at the cellular level. I discovered the benefits of C15 while helping older Navy dolphins, then spent a decade with fellow doctors to optimize it. With over 100 studies, 60 patents, and 20 awards, science-backed Fatty 15 has 36 cellular activities that support our metabolic, cognitive, liver, immune, and red blood cell health. 70% of Fatty 15 customers report benefits within 16 weeks. Find out today why over 100,000 people have made Fatty 15 their must-have healthy aging supplement. Get an additional 15% off the starter kit by going to fatty15.com/USA and using code USA at checkout.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
The problem's common. ED. Lots of men deal with it at some point or another. But the excuses? They're getting old. It's just stress from work. I'm tired. It happens to everyone sometimes. Look, ED affects 30 million men. You're not the first person to say these things to yourself. Here's what's actually happening. Your body needs support. Rugiet can help. At Rugiet.com, you can find fast-acting treatments prescribed by real doctors, so you can stop making excuses and start making moves. Visit rugiet.com/start15 to get 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com/start15. Use our code so they know we sent you. Rugiet. Get back to the moments that matter.
New York State is committed to building a public workforce that reflects the diversity of our community, including people with disabilities. Employment First means
my skills are making a difference.
I have a meaningful career.
My disability does not define me. My talent does.
Diverse talent, inclusive opportunity.
Find yourself here. Learn about Employment First with New York State. Brought to you by the New York State Office of the Chief Disability Officer in the Department of Civil Service.
Making sense of your world.
I agree with everything you're saying.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
My heart just breaks for what's going on.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of world events. Because those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
I see our buddy Carlson in an interview with Nick Fuentes was slobbering all over him. Like two long-lost romantic lovers. What do you think of that, Mr. Producer? Two peas in a pod? Here's my question. Those two are lowlives. They are. They've exposed themselves. They're happy about it. They're bigots. They're racists. They're punks. What about the people who don't call them out? What about the people who don't call them out, that play footsie with them? Doesn't that trouble you folks? Troubles me a lot. I'm going to spend more time exposing those people too, at the beginning of the year. Calling them out by name. And they're free to come on this program and duke it out with me. Because I want you to hear from them. I want you to hear who the liberal media promote. And I'll tell you what else is amazing to me. The complete lack of guts by political leadership in failing to call these people out. In fact, embracing them. Embracing them. And because I call out these little bastards, because I think they are horrific for the nation, for the country. And they're horrific for our culture. and horrific for the future of this country. The people who embrace them, or the people who give them cover, or the people who don't mind being seen with them, having them on their podcasts and so forth and so on, view me as the controversial one. Have you noticed that, Mr. Producer? So I'm controversial for defending the country, for defending our principles, our faiths, our beliefs and values, by calling these people out, who are nothing but podcasters, most of them, or subscription-based broadcasters as such. Because you're always going to be able to track a few million or maybe several million people to this message. It's a message of despondence. It's a message of darkness. It's a message that is a lie and distorted. But it is a message that makes money. And to be a big fish in a little pond is good enough for them. They abuse their audience, but they attract the audience with the kinds of things they say. There's nothing new about what they're doing, nothing. They just polish it up. And then they try and seize America first, when it has nothing to do with America first. They don't even love their own country. How do you love America when you spew this stuff? So I will continue to call out, and even more so. That will be my New Year's resolution. People by name, both those who acquiesce to it and in a position to do something about it, at least to fight it like I do, and so forth. When you're faced with this, and oh, this guy's confused. No, he's not confused. He's a coward. No, but she's friends, you know. She's not going to buckle to AIPAC. It's nothing to do with AIPAC. I'm no great fan of AIPAC. I never have, even before all these blithering idiots were out there talking about AIPAC. Who cares? It's what else is said. The kinds of guests you have on. Excuse me. It would never occur to me to bring somebody on this program who would smear African Americans. It would never occur to me to bring somebody on this program who would smear Catholics. It would never occur to me to bring somebody on this program who would smear gay people. It would never occur to me to bring on anybody who does anything like that. It would never occur to me to bring on people who lie about our history and world history. It would never occur to me to do any of that. Because Rush's number one rule was treat your audience with respect. But these other guys and gals have a different view. I see one of them is actually expanding her business model. To do what? To do what? And I ask you, what have any of these people done? The Reagan Revolution, the Tea Party Revolution, Convention of States, even for Donald Trump, the vast majority of them, you can read their texts, you can hear how they campaigned before they decided they wanted power and they wanted a part of the man. Look, many of us didn't support Trump in the 2016 primary. We supported Ted Cruz or others who we knew. President Trump once said to me, how come you didn't support me early on? I said, because I didn't know who you were. You've been a liberal, a Democrat, a Reform Party member, and so forth and so on. That's why. Well, when he got the nomination, I was all in because I knew we had to win. And he called me several times and he explained his belief system to me. He gave that speech at Gettysburg. Everything I'm telling you, I did on the radio. 100% transparent. Yes, Mr. Producer? Every step of the way, I explained it. He came on the program and explained. Never any animosity. But But these people I'm talking about now, these are hateful, vile demagogues. I don't know how they look themselves in the mirror, but they do. And they're playing to the most base aspects of the human character. And they want to. They're dragging down the youth in this country, in my view. They're depressing the youth in this country, in my view, especially male youth. They're attacking the system while pretending to be defending the system. They're giving aid and comfort to the Marxists and the Islamists, to enemy countries overseas. This is a very dangerous lot. I'll be right back.
WMAL.
Starting with the Beltway, in Montgomery County, no problems on the inner loop or on the outer loop. In Prince George's County, the inner loop and outer loop are at speed. Now into Virginia, no delays on the Beltway, inner loop and outer loop are clear. On 66 in Fairfax County, you're good to go on the eastbound side and the westbound side. 95 southbound in Lorton, slow traffic between the Lorton exit 123. And in D.C., clear on 295, 395, and 695. And now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. We sell custom blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
Hey, it's Larry O'Connor here with Grow Your Hair Back. Now, let me ask you, are you tired of wasting money on trendy pills and drops and lotions and potions that promise thicker hair but never deliver? Or maybe you're losing hair from weight loss shots or other medical conditions. I get it. And I've got good news. At Grow Your Hair Back, they offer real hair restoration solutions for people who want their own growing hair. That's right, your own hair growing back naturally. Doesn't that sound great? Their caring and confidential team is here to help you look and feel better about yourself. And with the holidays coming up, why not give yourself the gift of confidence? Ditch the ball cap at family dinner. Let's get to the root of your hair problem and help you embrace the new confident you with your own restored head of hair. Many of the patients see real results in as little as 2 office visits. Call today, 703-763-0016, or book your consultation at growyourhairback.com. That's 703-763-0016, growyourhairback.com.
Are you struggling with your weight? Feel like you tried everything and still feel stuck? Here's the truth. Weight loss isn't about eating less and moving more. It's about fixing the real reason your body holds on to fat. I'm Dr. Evan Riggleman with DMV Weight Loss. Our all-natural metabolic reset helps clients lose 10 to 20% of their body weight in just 60 days without injections, drugs, or extreme workouts. No hormones, no shakes, no calorie counting. Just a science-backed reset that works with your metabolism, even if nothing else has. If you're ready to stop the yo-yo cycle and finally feel in control again, go to dmvweightloss.com.
Hi, this is Tammy. The program equipped me with an unlimited amount of resources, an interactive coach, and most importantly, positive, encouraging support that definitely aided in my current successful weight loss of 51 pounds.
Many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Schedule your free consultation by calling 571-532-5700 or go to dmvweightloss.com. That's dmvweightloss.com. Results may vary.
Republicans. Last year, we saved our country. This year, it's time to save Virginia. Delegate Gary Higgins is the last Republican in Loudoun County, and he's on the front lines, fighting for our values. He needs your help. Do not sit this one out. Get out and vote early right now. Defend Gary Higgins' seat and take back the majority. Take back Virginia. This hat was paid for by Friends of Gary Higgins.
It's Derek Hunter for Window Nation. With the government shutdown, things are tough for some folks. If you've been impacted, Window Nation wants to help. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and make no payments and pay no interest for 2 full years. That's real relief and a great way to make your home more comfortable before winter hits. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust Window Nation to take care of you and your home. So don't wait. Visit windownation.com before October 31st to get started.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with mNEXSpike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get mNEXSpike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. mNEXSpike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. mNEXSpike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
Making sense of your world.
I agree with you 100%.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
There's a lot of us out there
making sense of the news. Your next $1,000 could be one text away. It's 5K a day on WMAL.
But then, the thunder on the right. Call in now, 877-381-3811.
We're here with our friend, Speaker Mike Johnson, really a great man. Mr. Speaker, I see the evolving change in the propaganda by the Democrats. All of a sudden, they're the saviors of the healthcare system, Obamacare. They created Obamacare. They're destroying our healthcare system. They drove up the premiums. They drove up the subsidies. They used the pandemic to massively expand it and increase it. And now the impact's being felt because Obamacare is a complete failure. And their answer to you is, you either vote to massively fund Obamacare, not just have a vote, you even provide us with the outcome that we want, or we're not going to open the government. My question to you is this: do they have some kind of healthcare reform bill that they would like to show the whole nation, other than just keep talking about centralizing government-run healthcare and eliminate private care for employees and so forth?
No, absolutely not. Thanks for having me on, Mark. They want to double down, triple down on this failed program. They're subsidizing it because it doesn't work. When the government subsidizes something, it means that it is failing. And you and I both know the original intent of Obamacare was to have it collapse upon itself. The architects of it always favored single payer. They want the government to be in charge of all health care. And they knew that this would be a route to that. What's happening right now was always inevitable, which is why no Republican ever voted for any provision of that. They did it to themselves. Some of them did it intentionally, and they knew it would come to this. So their solution now is keep throwing more money at a bad program, and it's failing the people. The costs have gone up 60% since Obamacare was created in 2010, and it's only going to get worse.
And you want to do something about it. The president does, and the Republicans do. And the sooner you can get back to appropriating funds in the normal way, you will address this, correct?
That's exactly right. And I said in the press conference today, the only party that has any plan to fix healthcare, to make it more affordable, to increase access and increase the quality of care is the Republican Party. It's not the Democrats, because they're going to turn this over to the government. That was always the objective, and it's going to fail the people. So we have many plans, we have many ideas, many provisions, and it's not just talk, Mark. We're doing it. In the One Big Beautiful Bill, the Working Families Tax Cut, we put in real institutional reforms to Medicaid. Why? Because that was the lowest hanging fruit, because Medicaid is rife with fraud. We went in and weeded out. We eliminated the fraud, waste, and abuse. We got ineligible enrollees off the program, and we got able-bodied young men without dependents, for example, back to work. And what that has done is it strengthened the program. It saved it for the people who desperately really do need it and are entitled to it. It's young pregnant women, for example, the disabled, the elderly. And those resources were being drained because ineligible people were using it. We fixed that. We have ideas like that to tighten up and shore up healthcare and make it more affordable and accessible to people. We're the ones that can do it, not the Democrats. So don't listen to the talking points. They don't have any good ideas. They never have on this. They want the government to control all of our lives. And Exhibit A is the Mondami Express in New York City.
I just want the audience to understand what the Democrats want to do here is to force the Congress under Republican control and a Republican president to massively centralize healthcare with these massive subsidies. They're not looking to reform anything. And then you got a guy like Chris Coons who pretends he's some kind of moderate, and he's out there saying this is our moment to leverage We've got to focus on changing healthcare. Wasn't it just 6 weeks ago they were focused on making sure that illegal aliens got healthcare, Mr. Speaker?
No, they still are. Remember, that is still the counter offer that's on the table. I mean, they filed this back in mid-September. They denied the Clean CR, which was simply, as we've all discussed, a simple 7-week stopgap measure. Just keep everything at status quo, which, by the way, Mark, we hate because it's Biden-level spendings and policies. That is all still in place until we get our appropriations bills finished. We ran out of time on the clock because the end of the fiscal year was September 30th. We just needed a few more weeks. And so we passed the Clean CR. Every Democrat, every single one of them, voted for CRs over and over and over and gave impassioned speeches that had to be done. They did it 13 times in the 4 years of the Biden administration. And so when we put it on the floor, they rejected it, and their counter proposal was exactly as you said. They wanted to spend, this is their condition, this is their ransom for keeping the government open to work for the people. They want to spend $1.5 trillion additional dollars in totally partisan spending demands, and that includes, you said it, they want to reinstate free health care benefits for illegal aliens to the tune of about $200 billion. They want to spend $500 million to prop up liberal news outlets. They want to spend billions of dollars in wasteful foreign country spending on all sorts of social programs. All the stuff that we cut out of the budget and the big beautiful bill, they demanded to put it back in. They know we're not going to do that. It never was possible. And so they decided to shut the government down because they calculated one thing overall. They're more afraid of the rise of the Marxist radicals in their party than they are hardworking American people, because they believe the Marxists and the radicals will bring more pressure to bear than the people themselves. And so they decided to shut the government down to give themselves cover with the radical left so they can keep their jobs. That's what all this is about at the end of the day.
First of all, I want to congratulate you. I've been pushing forever for people to use the right word, Marxists. Oh, they're socialists. Oh, they're progressive. No, they're Marxists. They're an Americanized Marxist movement. That's where they get these ideas from. And you're like the only one, or certainly among the very few who gets it and says it. It's very important we call people what they are, whether they want to be called it or not. Let me ask you this. Where do these people think they're going to go with this? You now have effectively the Federal Employees Union, or one of the big ones, saying, just pass the clean continuing resolution. And the clean continuing resolution, America, means current spending, current programs, just move on so we can get down to business, and then we'll focus on other things like healthcare. So that the union has now said, pass it, correct? American Federation of Government Employees?
Yeah, they did. And that's 800,000 federal employees. It's a big voice because they've had enough of the nonsense. So they understand the Democrats are just purely playing a political game right now. And they have said, everybody knows in their own words, they've admitted it. They said the quiet parts out loud. They're using this moment for leverage. And Chuck Schumer himself said, every day of the shutdown gets better for us. Who's the us? He's talking about himself. They're the Democrats who run Washington because they are afraid they're going to be run out of town by Marxist challengers. You know that Chuck Schumer is going to get a challenge from AOC or somebody like her in New York. Hakeem Jeffries is going to get a challenge from one of Mondami's disciples on the city council there, and they're going to do everything they can to kick these career politicians out of their seats. So they care about that far more than they care about anything else. And that is the explanation for everything that we're seeing right now. It's really serious.
They don't want to fund our military personnel or TSA personnel or FAA personnel. I mean, these really are essential employees and so forth. I mean, this is a kamikaze party. I guess they just don't care. What do you do with a party that doesn't give a damn?
Well, it's an unprecedented thing. I mean, this truly is, they're making history in all the wrong ways for all the wrong reasons. This is the first time in the history of the country
fuck out of my room.
Party has chosen to shut the government down over a totally clean CR, nonpartisan measure.
Get the fuck out of my room, Eric.
They have evaluated
You and Will Durant are two queer motherfuckers.
The radical base in their party any longer, and we're all made to suffer because of it. You have real harm, real hardship being experienced by real people across the country. And it's not just federal workers. It's not just troops and TSA agents and Border Patrol agents and air traffic controllers and all the rest, the people that we rely upon to keep us all safe. It's also small business owners. It's the people that provide the jobs in every community across the country. Many of them work in many ways on government contracts. All that has been shut down. This is real harm for real people. And on November 1st, the SNAP benefits dry up. That means food and nutrition programs, food stamps we used to call them.
I was just going to make it clear to the audience. That's food stamps. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's food stamps, yes. 42 million people rely upon food stamps right now. And those programs are drying up because the money doesn't exist to fund it. The Democrats have done that, Mark. This is so clear. Republicans have voted 13 times between the House and the Senate to open the government, and the Democrats have voted 13 times to keep it closed. They are putting their own self-interest, their political futures, ahead of the needs of the American people, and we should never forget it.
My concern is, Mr. Speaker, maybe in the Senate, that you'll get a couple of Republicans who say that's enough. They'll start to buckle. You've heard a few in the House, a few of the whack jobs in particular. And so it doesn't take many. And then we're off to the races in some kind of massive increase in government control over healthcare, no?
Well, we're going to hold the line. I mean, I am heartened to tell you that the Senate Republicans, House Republicans are completely aligned on this. The White House, the president, I talk with them every day about this. There's no daylight between us. The Republican Party is more unified than it's ever been. And we're going to hold the line because we know we are doing the right thing for the American people. It has never been more clear. And at the same time, you're seeing a stronger contrast between the two parties than you've ever seen before. I mean, there's always been a difference, and you've been writing about this for years and pointing out the distinctions, but the chasm now is so wide, Mark. They're out in the open. They are Marxist, and they're running as such. They used to try to hide it, but they don't anymore. And you look at the split screen. I mean, look at President Trump, the Republican Party, delivering for the American people. I mean, we're solving the problems. We've cut their taxes. We're streamlining and cutting regulations to get the economy going again. We solved the border crisis. We're solving the crime crisis. We're cutting fraud, waste, and abuse out of government. And President Trump is solving wars around the globe, bringing peace through strength again. See on the split screen? The Democrats. We did everything I just described in the last 9 months. You know what they've done? Shut the government down. I mean, it's such a contrast, and everybody can see it. There is no way for them to argue out of what they've done.
Now, you were a litigator for conservative causes, and you used to listen to conservative talk radio. Is that correct?
I did. And I learned a lot of what I know from listening to you, my friend.
Now, what's the main town in your district?
Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah.
Yeah. Northwestern state. God's country.
God's country. Well, I haven't been to God's country, but then again, I haven't been to most of the country, to be perfectly honest with you. Well, Mr. Speaker, keep up the fight. You have air support from this audience, that's for sure, and we're very appreciative of what you're doing. I know it's not fun, but it's important. So God bless you, my friend.
Well, same to you, my friend. Thanks for the inspiration and the lessons over the years. It all comes to a head right now, so keep going.
Amen. You take care of yourself. He is a truly fine, decent man and a principled movement conservative. He's all those things. He's all those things. Here in America, your car is your freedom. It's called mobility. But with thousands of miles on our nation's roads each year comes the risk of a costly breakdown. And a breakdown is costly with the cars today. And CarShield has one simple mission: to help protect hard-working Americans like you, Mr. and Mrs. America, from expensive auto repairs. So don't let an unexpected repair derail your budget. You know, as you get closer to winter, you really need to think about this. Here's what I want you to do. Lock in your low, pay-as-you-go vehicle protection plan now with CarShield's price lock guarantee. This is really cool. Now, that means the price you pay today is the price you'll pay for as long as you're covered. That is, as long as your car is covered by CarShield. That's pretty amazing. A plan with CarShield includes 24-hour roadside assistance anywhere in the USA, plus towing and rental car benefits with qualifying plans. Proudly based in America, St. Louis, Missouri, CarShield is an American company helping Americans. When you call, you'll speak with a U.S.-based operator. Overseas, so you don't understand. Just like Mr. Producer did when he signed up for his 2018 Subaru. That's right. He's got a 2018 Subaru. He keeps telling me he loves it and he wants it to keep moving. So get your free quote and 20% off. Hello, free quote. You lock in the price as long as you have your plan with CarShield. And now 20% off. Folks, this is the deal. Jump now. Visit carshield.com/Levin, carshield.com/LEVIN, or call 800-995-4766, 800-995-4766. That's carshield.com/Levin, LEVIN, or 800-995-4766. Coverage varies by plan. You can view contracts and exclusions at carshield.com. My advice is jump in with both feet. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
Meet Chris. National University supports all his ANDs. With flexible online courses, he can be a student and teach his son how to hit a curveball. National University, supporting all your ANDs. Learn more at nu.edu.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
WMAL.
You know, folks, Americans rely on credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
And I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/Mike.
Mark, making sense of your world.
Thank you for what you do.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
You give me hope.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. More than just politics, because laughter is the best medicine. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Yeah, I look around America, we have such a dearth of statesmen. Seriously. You just heard a real statesman, Mike Johnson. But I mean, look around. Seriously. You've got, on the Democrat side, it's truly embarrassing. Who is their statesman? They don't have one. Who is their leader? I don't mean leader by the choice of the other munchkins. I mean a real leader. They don't have any. And don't give me Mondami and AOC. They're not leaders. They're propagandists. They're demagogues. We have a very strong bench, particularly when it comes to governors. We really do. People keep asking Trump who he wants for president. You know, he never really endorses, but he says, we said today, JD and Rubio's VP, that would be an unbeatable team. I have a different view of these things. You got to earn it. And that's why we were so condemnatory of Kamala Harris. You don't inherit the presidency. You don't inherit the nomination. You got to fight for it. And that's a good thing. Why is that a good thing? Even though we'll have our favorites, and I'll have mine, and I'll announce it at the time. Because all the imperfections, all the defects, all the problems come out in the course of the primary, and that's very important. Alliances, people who've supported you, what you've said in the past, what you've done in the past, all that stuff matters. All that stuff matters because the other party's going to use it. So it also matters what's important to you. You know, we have governors who've done incredible things. We have senators who've done incredible things. We have others who've done incredible things. You understand. But nobody's going to inherit it. And that's not a put down of the VP or anybody else. Nobody inherits seats. That's the way it is. Not in America. Except if you're a Democrat. We're not Democrats. Certainly not in this Democrat Party. Congressional leaders said we're barreling toward the longest government shutdown in history. So far, it's the second longest. So you can see there's anxiety. You heard the speaker. There's anxiety. Even if most of you are unaffected, you know, other people are. And the Democrats are trying to make it as painful as possible. So the effects of it may actually go further than one would normally think. But the point is, regardless of that, you need to save money where you can. I don't care if you're rich or poor in between, but especially if you need to. Don't burn your money. And you get to make choices in order to secure as much of your money that you've earned and worked for as possible. We're talking about Pure Talk, my wireless company. I hope it's America's wireless company. It was founded by a veteran, a patriot. It's an America-based company. Has only American employees. Their customer service speaks fluent English. They're fantastic. It is the most cutting-edge service available. And what else? They take on Goliath. They're the David. They take on T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon, and they beat them on the prices every time. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, plenty of data, just $25 a month on Pure Talk's lightning-fast 5G network. Plus, right now, they'll take an additional 50% off your first month right in time for the holidays. That's serious savings, serious money. And you can take that immediate action and get that right away. If you own a business, transfer your lines. You could be saving even more. Dial pound 250, say the keyword Mark Levin. Your Talk's U.S. customer service will jump right in less than 10 minutes. That's pound 250, say Mark Levin, to switch to America's wireless company, my wireless company, Pure Talk. The Power Hour is next. We'll be right back.
WMAL.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Agent eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expires 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Peace to the planet, Charlamagne the God here. Getting real about your mental health journey means connecting with real people. Call, text, or chat 988 if you're having tough thoughts, substance use issues, stress at home or at work. They can even talk to you through worries you're having about somebody you love. 988 counselors are ready to hear from you 24/7. No cost, no judgment, no stigma. It's also private. Asking for help is the strongest thing that you can do. Just connect with 988, a message from the New York State Office of Mental Health.
Pulaski, it's 4th and goal, and Bob Johnson Ford is calling the play. We want your car, and we'll pay you top dollar for it. Don't fumble that trade-in. Score big at 84 Caprera Drive. Whether it's a beater or a beauty, we're ready to make the winning deal. Visit BobJohnsonFord.com and spike that old ride into the end zone. See store for details.
Ask free. WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9.
News now. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. President Trump is in Tokyo, where he's set to meet this hour with Japan's new prime minister.
President Trump says he's heard phenomenal things about Japan's new prime minister.
That really helps Japan and the United States. I think she's going to be great.
Sanae Takaichi is the first woman to lead Japan. The president has noted her close political ties to the country's former prime minister, Shinzo Abe, who forged a friendship with President Trump in his first term.
He was one of the best. And the group, he was one of the best, really best. And I know they were very close. And I think philosophically they were close, which is good.
A key concession expected from the Japanese prime minister, buying a fleet of American-made Ford F-150 pickup trucks.
Fox's Jared Halpern in Washington. The president is expected to meet later this week with China's President Xi Jinping in an effort to strike a trade deal. Pressure among Democrats to end the government shutdown.
The head of the union, representing more than half of all federal workers, demands Democrats accept the GOP's interim spending bill. Union leader Everett Kelly says, quote, put every single federal worker back on the job with full back pay today.
Fox's Chad Pergram in Washington. The Senate expected to try again to pass a short-term spending bill on Wednesday. Hamas has turned over the remains of another deceased hostage to Israel, bringing the number of bodies still unaccounted for to 12.
Israeli officials are allowing an Egyptian team to assist with locating the remains, as reports indicate. Somewhere between 7 and 9 deceased hostages could be located in the days ahead.
Fox is trailing in Tel Aviv. Meanwhile, Israel's foreign minister says his government will not allow Turkish troops to take part in any international peace force in Gaza because of President Erdogan's hostility towards Israel. The U.S. has proposed using an international force to oversee the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. America's listening to Fox News.
Your push to get access to SNAP benefits. I'm Dina Kodiak from the Novak Motors News Desk. Good evening. Maryland Representative April McLean Delaney has joined House colleagues in calling on the USDA to tap into the SNAP contingency reserve. They say if the federal shutdown drags into November, SNAP will run dry, leaving 42 million Americans without the food assistance they depend on. The lawmakers are urging USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins to release the money to ensure that families will continue to receive aid. Following the apparent apparent suicide last month of a teenager in foster care, Maryland is ending the controversial practice of placing some foster youth at hotels.
It was a stopgap measure for Maryland's overburdened foster care system. At times, dozens of youth with difficult medical or behavioral needs have stayed in hotels when qualified foster families were unavailable. But Rodney Hill, a law professor at Stevenson University, takes issue with DHS. He told Fox 45 he'd like to see an independent body vet the foster care process.
That doesn't answer to DHS, but answers to either the governor and or the General Assembly at the same time, like an independent inspector general.
Matt Coates on WMAL and WMAL.com.
If you live in rural Loudoun County, you'll have to wait even longer to get high-speed internet.
The project to bring broadband to more than 8,000 Loudoun County homes without it has been delayed again. All Points Broadband pushed back the completion date for installing 620 miles of high-speed fiber from this Friday to June of 2026. When the county first teamed up with the company on the project, the plan was to be done in 2024. The company says it's making progress, and some homes in western Loudoun County are already connected, but work's been held up while they wait for VDOT to grant access to rights of way on their property. Heather Curtis on WMAL and WMAL.com.
WMAL News Time is 8:04. I'm Dina Kodiak, and now here's your WMAL traffic and weather from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
I just looked at the cameras on the Maryland side of the Beltway. It's clear in Montgomery County and in Prince George's County. Now to the Beltway in Virginia. You're good to go on the inner loop and on the outer loop. 66 in Fairfax County, that's clear, eastbound and westbound. 95 southbound in Lorton, you'll find it slow from the Lorton exit to 123. And in the district, no delays on 295, 395, or 695. And now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
Tonight, partly cloudy with lows in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and breezy with highs in the upper 50s.
Maybe this is you too. People are enormously frustrated with the cost of healthcare right now. There is an option. Hundreds of thousands of people have gone with MediShare. They like it more, and they're saving a lot of money. Perfect time for you to join, too. Apply before October 31st, and they will waive your application fee. That's $100 you'll be saving right off the bat, in addition to the thousands you can save every year. Call them now. Here's the number, 855-BIBLE-11. That's 855-BIBLE-11. MediShare is a community of Christians who've shared more than $9 billion in medical bills. It has worked beautifully for decades. And with so many people re-examining their options right now, seeing premiums going up and up, this is a great time to take advantage of this offer. Just tell them the promo code SHARE and save $100 before October 31st. Call 855-BIBLE-11. That's 855-BIBLE-11. 855-BIBLE-11.
Feeling a little broken these days? There's a reason. We're all aging. I'm Dr. Stephanie Van Watson, co-founder of Fatty 15, and I'm so excited to share with you C15 from Fatty 15. C15 is a crucial healthy aging nutrient that strengthens cells and reverses aging at the cellular level. I discovered the benefits of C15 while helping older Navy dolphins, then spent a decade with fellow doctors to optimize it. With over 100 studies, 60 patents, and 20 awards, science-backed Fatty 15 has 36 cellular activities that support our metabolic, cognitive, liver, immune, and red blood cell health. 70% of Fatty 15 customers report benefits within 16 weeks. Find out today why over 100,000 people have made Fatty 15 their must-have healthy aging supplement. Get an additional 15% off the starter kit by going to fatty15.com/USA and using code USA at checkout.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app, Mark Levin.
We've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. You know, there's a guy out there. I never met him, never talked to him. I get a text from this person, Mr. Producer. And he's more than happy to help with the book. Good guy, this person. And I said, okay, the things we can do, things I'm not able to do under contractual arrangements, but other things I can do. We haven't heard from him again. Isn't that strange, Mr. Producer? That's a first. I mean, I don't really care. Honestly, I'm just trying to be a nice guy. But it's weird. This job is weird sometimes. It really is. But I love it. Why? Because I love talking to you. I love talking to you. I got a beautiful little letter from an 11-year-old who called this program. And I think at the break, I'll go grab it and read it to everybody. Because one thing I know is this. For people who listen or people who read what I write or whatever, it's important to treat them, that is you, Mr. and Mrs. America, with respect. So you know that I do care about what you're saying and thinking. I would want my parents treated with respect, my wife, our kids, grandkids treated with respect. And so that's what I do. Unless somebody's very rude, then I respond as I would with anybody else. But you get the point. It's just strange to reach out to me, a person I've never met. Again, I admire him. And then not to hear a word back. Very weird. Speaking of weird, we have a Senator Ruben Galeo of Arizona. Guy's a left-wing kook. Real smear merchant. I'm no fan of this guy. And, you know, I'd say 20, 25 years ago, he couldn't get elected from Arizona, even though Arizona every now and then went Democrat. It was mostly Republican, but it certainly never went left-wing kook, and this guy's left-wing kook. And part of the reason for this is the Democrats destroy California, and then they leave. And they move into states like Nevada and Arizona, more and more moving into places like Tennessee and Texas. I'm not talking about the patriots. I'm talking about the people who destroy their state and then leave. I call them locusts.
All right, something going on. Oh, what the fuck? Ah, fucking ignorant. Ignorant motherfuckers. Come on with the commercial.
Chris Plant here.
Fucking ignorant motherfuckers.
Already have over 100 listeners booked for our July 2026 Mediterranean Sea Cruise. If you haven't booked yet, what are you waiting for? Join in on the fun. Visit ChrisPlantCruise.com.
Fucking delaying motherfuckers.
Those are options, pretty much. It determines what you're going to be reimbursed for. The pandemic comes along, what do? They massively expand it and expand the subsidies. The pandemic is over, what do? They massively expand it some more. So the program now is broke. And without hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars in new transfers of funds, subsidies, the premiums go way up. Now, this has been known for a long time now. A long time. It was known when Biden was president. What did the Democrats do when Biden was president last year? They had control over the budget process. What did they do? They said, okay, we'll extend these Obamacare subsidies for 1 year, Mr. Producer, 1 year, which takes it to what? September 30th in the calendar year for the government, not the real calendar year. So the Republicans are minding their own business. They passed the president's big, beautiful bill. They save Medicaid in part by taking illegal aliens off of it, and able-bodied Americans required to get jobs like they used to have to get before Biden became president. Nothing extreme, nothing, outrageous. You're a legal alien, you don't get Medicaid.
And if you're an able-bodied American, you have to work 20 hours a week or volunteer somewhere 20 hours a week in order to get free health care. So the Democrats want to reverse all that. They want to reverse it. And yes, they want to give illegal aliens health care. What they did is, as I explained here last week and on TV over the weekend, is they changed the nomenclature. So if you're in the parole system, or if you're seeking asylum, or if you have a temporary, maybe 4 or 5 year visa to get a job here, they're calling you legal, even though you're not legal yet. You're illegal. They changed all these rules to make it easier for people to come into the country. They violated federal law. And now they're saying even though these people are illegal and getting benefits and getting to stay, they're not illegal. Millions and millions of them, because they opened the border and brought them in. They flew them in many cases. And it was killing the Medicaid system. Trump said, no, we're not doing this. Follow the law. No changing of the nomenclature and the language. You're off of Medicaid. You got 20 hours a week. Work it or volunteer it, or you're off of Medicaid too. We're going to bring this back to normalcy the way it was before Biden and the pandemic. The Democrats want to reverse all that and put it back. So Obamacare is imploding. They're the ones that put the 1 year increase and not just 1 year limit on the subsidy zone.
Responding.
The Republicans are doing the budget process, a continuing resolution, clean they call it, which means no change in spending, no change in borrowing, no change in taxing, no change in program. Let's get through this budget process. Then when we're through, we'll take up a whole lot of issues, including health care. And the Democrats say, no, you either come up with hundreds of billions of dollars and subsidize our failed Obamacare program, which we Democrats blew up. It's imploding. We insist that you put hundreds of billions of dollars in there. And we insist that you put illegal aliens back on Medicaid and able-bodied Americans back on Medicaid. This is what they're doing, whether they lie or not. This is what they're doing. And then there's other things they're doing. They want to give money back to government broadcasting, to PBS and NPR and other things like that. The Republicans are saying, we're not spending this $1.5 trillion. We'll tackle health care, which you Democrats blew up. And you heard the speaker last hour, an hour ago, tell you we have many plans to do this, but we got to get through this shutdown process. So Kernan is putting this so-called Senator Galeo, or whatever the hell his name is, on the line, and he's saying, Galeo, what's in this $1.5 trillion? Well, we got the ACA. They don't want to call it Obamacare anymore. To extend to America 24 million people who do not get their premiums doubled. Well, why are they doubled, jerk? Because you doubled them. But go ahead.
For how long? I don't care. We can do a CR. We can keep it as long as we can negotiate with the Republicans. If the Republicans can come up with a good plan that is, again, does not get permanency, I think that's gone. Look, Republicans control the government.
Republicans don't control the government. The truth is, with the filibuster right now, the Democrats control the Senate. Because if you can't get 60 votes, you can't get anything done. So the Republicans have been voting, 55 of them, 53 of them rather, with a couple of Democrats, to go forward with this appropriations process, the continuing resolution. And the Democrats are using their minority status and the filibuster in ways that hasn't been used before. And so when they say the Republicans control, they're lying to you again. They're deceiving you again. Yes, there's 53 Republicans. They have a majority, but there's not 60. And so when the Democrats hold back votes, the Republicans can't get anything done. That's what's happening. Go ahead.
Senate and the House of Representatives, I have to actually deal with that reality. But what I want to make sure is that Americans do not suddenly get a huge bill starting January 1st.
No, you don't. The Democrats voted last year for a 1 year extension. That's all you did. Not a 5 year, not a 10 year. The Democrats blew up Obamacare because they do not want to reduce the number of people who are on it. They increased the number of people who are on it. That's number two. Number three, the Republicans said, we want to deal with this too. These are our constituents too that have to pay these premiums. But Bernie Sanders is saying, no, it's our way or the highway. It's not enough to have a vote. It's not enough for you Republicans to have 14 different plans. It's my plan, centralized government or no plan. And that plan takes many of you who have employee-subsidized insurance and like it. It takes you off that plan, sticks you in Obamacare, where you're going to drown. And it's the Republicans who are protecting you and saying, no, we're not going to do that. Got it? I don't know how clear I can be. Then we have more morons like Stephen Horsford. The hell is that? Another schmuck. Democrat from Nevada. Cut 11, go.
The House of Representatives has not voted since September 19th. Speaker Johnson...
They don't have to vote. Who is this moron? Who's this low IQ moron? They haven't voted since September. They already voted. They passed the continuing resolution. What do you mean they haven't voted? They were the first to finish their work. They got the continuing resolution over to the Senate. Now it's being blocked. Go ahead.
And because of that, we are dealing with cruelty.
This guy's barely literate. I don't know who the hell this guy is. So it's Speaker Johnson's fault for getting the continuing resolution out on time, getting it to the Senate. This guy says Johnson's missing in action. He's cruel. He's incompetent. This guy's, he's 10 IQ points short of being in the positive. Let's do one more. Margaret Brennan. No fan of Margaret Brennan at all. She's awful. But she actually had a question out of her mouth to Hakeem Jeffries, even though she played softball with him later. Cut 12, go.
You said Democrats, there are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You said that back in January. But recently, you've been using the term rigged elections in reference to the upcoming midterms. Democrats were appalled when President Trump used language like that. How do you justify using that now? Doesn't that undermine faith for voters? You need to show up.
No, I've been using that term in the context of Donald Trump's unprecedented effort to gerrymander congressional.
See, Hakeem Jeffries is a liar, and he'll always be a liar, and he's always known to be a liar. The Democrats gerrymandered Illinois so bad that Republicans were way underrepresented. Newsom gerrymandered the one-party state in California, just like in Illinois, horrendously gerrymandered California, right? 53, 52, 54 seats. The Republicans got 9. Illinois, the Republicans got, I think, 3 or 4. In Massachusetts, the Republicans have 0. 35, 40% of the people in Massachusetts voted for Trump. They do not have a single Republican congressman. And they do this in these blue states. So Texas said that's enough. We're the biggest of the Republican states. We're pushing back. Some of the other states said that's enough. We're pushing back too. So this is Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is a psycho. He is a serial liar. When Representative Michael Lawler got in his face, it was one of the best discussions I ever saw because it wasn't even a discussion. Lawler's trying to discuss facts. And there's Hakeem Jeffries. He doesn't know crap. Don't you get in my face. Don't tell me what to do. You be quiet. You shut up. What? Anyway, let's see here. Continue, please.
Fashion all across the country in order to rig the midterm elections and deny the ability of the American people to actually decide who should be in the majority as it relates to the House of Representatives.
Democrats are also going through gerrymandering and redistricting.
No. Well, Democrats are going to push back.
You believe this guy? That's enough. Push back. You know, the Republicans control more state houses than the Democrats. Did you know that, Mr. Producer? And the Democrats have been playing this game for a long time. And then when the Republicans push back, they claim racism. They run to the courts. They try to get it to the Supreme Court and say, Republicans can't have that district. They're cutting out blacks and so forth. So the Democrats play it both ways. They redistrict Republicans in a way where they don't have a real say in the government. They bring in illegal aliens so they can have more Democrat districts, particularly in the blue states. And then if the Republicans push back in a more Republican state, they claim racism. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Every day, America's air traffic controllers guide millions of passengers on tens of thousands of flights safely through our skies. But a government shutdown creates avoidable distractions in our national airspace system by forcing controllers to continue working without pay, often 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, to keep our airspace safe. A shutdown would furlough 3,500 aviation safety professionals, halt modernization projects, and freeze the hiring and training of new controllers. Congress must act now to prevent a shutdown. Paid for by the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. NATCA, we guide you home.
Feeling a little broken these days? There's a reason. We're all aging. I'm Dr. Stephanie Van Watson, co-founder of Fatty 15, and I'm so excited to share with you C15 from Fatty 15. C15 is a crucial healthy aging nutrient that strengthens cells and reverses aging at the cellular level. I discovered the benefits of C15 while helping older Navy dolphins, then spent a decade with fellow doctors to optimize it. With over 100 studies, 60 patents, and 20 awards, science-backed Fatty 15 has 36 cellular activities that support our metabolic, cognitive, liver, immune, and red blood cell health. 70% of Fatty 15 customers report benefits within 16 weeks. Find out today why over 100,000 people have made Fatty 15 their must-have healthy aging supplement. Get an additional 15% off the starter kit by going to fatty15.com/USA and using code USA at checkout.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
You've Googled it. You've asked Reddit. You've even typed your symptoms into an AI chat box at 2 a.m. How do I treat my ED? And now you're officially an expert in researching. But now it's time to become an expert in doing something about it. Because the way to treat ED isn't found at the bottom of some internet rabbit hole. It's a medical condition with medical solutions, plain and simple. Rugiet's board-certified specialists actually prescribe treatments that work, not articles and forum theories. At Rugiet.com, you can find treatments for ED designed to target both your body and your brain, helping your body perform like it's done its due diligence. Stop researching and start treating. Visit rugiet.com/Google15 to get 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com/Google15. Rugiet. Get back to the moments that matter.
Maybe this is you too. People are enormously frustrated with the cost of healthcare right now. There is an option. Hundreds of thousands of people have gone with MediShare. They like it more, and they're saving a lot of money. Perfect time for you to join, too. Apply before October 31st, and they will waive your application fee. That's $100 you'll be saving right off the bat, in addition to the thousands you can save every year. Call them now. Here's the number, 855-BIBLE-11. That's 855-BIBLE-11. MediShare is a community of Christians who've shared more than $9 billion in medical bills. It has worked beautifully for decades. And with so many people re-examining their options right now, seeing premiums going up and up, this is a great time to take advantage of this offer. Just tell them the promo code SHARE and save $100 before October 31st. Call 855-BIBLE-11. That's 855-BIBLE-11. 855-BIBLE-11.
Folks, some of America's most cherished values are being challenged. Values like faith, family, and freedom that have guided this nation for generations. That's why I proudly support AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. AMAC is the conservative alternative, offering not only a strong voice for traditional values, but real benefits and discounts that make a difference in your everyday life. And as a member, you'll receive exclusive discounts and benefits on travel, insurance, prescription services, and so much more, along with helpful tools and resources designed to keep you ahead of the curve. And one of the best parts, you'll get the AMAC magazine packed with insightful content and updates that matter to you. Right now, when you choose a 5-year membership, you'll receive up to 33% off, just over $1 a month. So go to amac.us/Levin, amac.us/Levin. Join right now. Stand with AMAC. Again, that's amac.us/Levin, and help keep America strong.
Making sense of your world.
I can't believe this.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
And I am so with you.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of education. Because what's happening in your kid's school matters. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Let's take some calls, shall we?
Yes, we can.
Let us go to Auntie, Rochester, New York, the great WHAM. How are you?
Thank you for taking my call, and thank you for existing.
Oh, thank you. That's not hard.
Well, this is what a lot of people think.
Yeah.
You know that.
Thank you.
You shouldn't have to be doing this, and you shouldn't have to be doing it alone. There should be a lot of people listening and taking up the cudgel. And Friday, when you had the show, when you had the thing on Teddy Roosevelt, today's Teddy Roosevelt's birthday.
Ah.
How on earth must he feel looking down on what is going on? Now, there were a few things I wanted to say.
Can I be honest with you? My father passed 7 years ago. My mother, soon it'll be 7 years too. I'll think about 7 years ago. They would not believe what's going on in this country today with the Mondamis, the anti-Semitism, the anti-Americanism. They wouldn't believe what they're seeing with their own two eyes.
It's unbelievable being alive now and seeing it.
It is.
They have turned the First Amendment, both clauses on religion and the First Amendment, they have figured out how to use it against us. And what went through my mind and made me think to call was, when the founders wrote the Constitution, they weren't thinking about slavery. It wasn't on their radar screen. Later on, at the cost of terrible loss of life of whites and blacks and conscripted Irish soldiers, we fixed it.
Well, I hope we can fix this, because this is a very, very invidious fusion of ideologies and swallowing up our culture.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the cost of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Every day, America's air traffic controllers guide millions of passengers on tens of thousands of flights safely through our skies. But a government shutdown creates avoidable distractions in our national airspace system by forcing controllers to continue working without pay, often 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, to keep our airspace safe. A shutdown would furlough 3,500 aviation safety professionals, halt modernization projects, and freeze the hiring and training of new controllers. Congress must act now to prevent a shutdown.
You're an
Paid for by
American.
the National Air Traffic
You believe in
Controllers
freedom of
Association,
speech?
NACA. We guide you home.
Feeling a little broken these days? There's a reason. We're all aging. I'm Dr. Stephanie Van Watson, co-founder of Fatty 15, and I'm so excited to share with you C15 from Fatty 15. C15 is a crucial healthy aging nutrient that strengthens cells and reverses aging at the cellular level. I discovered the benefits of C15 while helping older Navy dolphins, then spent a decade with fellow doctors to optimize it. With over 100 studies, 60 patents, and 20 awards, science-backed Fatty 15 has 36 cellular activities that support our metabolic, cognitive, liver, immune, and red blood cell health. 70% of Fatty 15 customers report benefits within 16 weeks. Find out today why over 100,000 people have made Fatty 15 their must-have healthy aging supplement. Get an additional 15% off the starter kit by going to fatty15.com/USA and using code USA at checkout.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code HEART. That's promo code HEART. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update the software on your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft guaranteed, or your money back. Stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com/aware. Terms apply.
Making sense of your world.
Talk radio is where I get all of my information.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Your next $1,000 could be one text away. It's 5K a day on WMAL.
They can clone the others, but there's only one Mark Levin, and you can call him at 877-381-3811.
What if you delay your next 2 mortgage payments? What if you could do that? Imagine putting those 2 payments in your pocket, finally getting a little breathing room right ahead of the holidays. Wouldn't that be great? You know, it's possible when you call American Financing. That's my company that I use, not that I own, that I use. If you're feeling stretched by everyday expenses and you got those damn credit cards and those credit card interest rates, they're insane, and you're still under weather there from those, well, there's something you can do about it. Just move your money around and have professionals tell you how to do it, and you'll save a ton. I want to encourage you, my fellow patriots. You don't need to stress out like this. You don't need to burn your money like this. There's no secret. American Financing can show you how to use your home's equity to pay off that debt with rates in the low 5s, how to consolidate your debt and take care of this, plus get a tax deduction for it. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are helping homeowners in this audience, just like you, restructure their loans and save money every single month without any upfront fees. They're the best of the best. That's why I use them. Their customers are saving on average $800 a month. That's like $10,000 a year without having to change jobs or anything of the kind. It's your money. And unfortunately, you're burning it right now. And I want to show you how to move it around so you can keep so much more of it and not be stressed out. So call right now before it's too late. Here's the number, and they're there now. 888-900-1828. I wouldn't tell you to use them if I hadn't used them myself or my daughter or Mr. Producer. 888-900-1828. 888-900-1828. That's 888-900-1828. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR rates for in the 5 start at 6.196% for well-qualified borrowers. Call 800-900-1828 for details about credit costs and terms.
Oi. All right, let's go to Linda in Kingman, Arizona, the great KNTR. Linda, how are you?
I'm great, and it's such a pleasure to be able to talk to you.
Thank you, Linda.
A couple of things came to mind. I called in when you started the program talking about Mondavi, and I'm a retired nurse, worked as a nurse for over 30 years, and I worked with many Philippine nurses, and they came from a third world country, and they said, in our country, you don't work, you die. It's
In the
as simple
Philippines.
as that.
Mm-hmm.
In the Philippines, yes. And I think about New York. What he's proposing will not work.
Nope.
What the
That
fuck?
won't work. Just won't
No.
work.
And here's the deal. The majority of New
Fucking
Yorkers are not going to vote for him. 45% tops.
Oh, it's fucking
And
sick.
because it's a multi-field race, multiple party race, he can squeeze through. And so the rest of the city is going to pay the price for this. And this is how these bastards always get in. And it's going to be a complete disaster if people don't suddenly turn out and surprise everybody, including the pollsters. And there's going to be a terrible price to pay. And it's going to spread across the country. This is what some of these Republicans, Republics, don't understand. These things don't stay localized. They start to spread and spread and spread, and they already are. All right, Linda, I can't thank you enough. God bless you. I love nurses because they really do a lot of good things.
I just fucking did this.
You know, they really help you. I know when I'm in the
fucking
hospital,
times I got to
nurses are
refresh
critical,
that motherfucker.
and they're fantastic. Let's continue, shall we? Yes, we
fucking
can.
sickening.
Let's go to Bill, Rochester, New York, on WHAM. Bill, go right ahead.
You're talking with you, Mark. I'm going to say this with a heavy heart. This is regarding what your references to the third world vis-a-vis Mamdani, vis-a-vis California. I saw this coming as far back as the late 1980s.
Fucking phone just
with this decline for third world
I gotta get a new
the lowering
phone.
of standards in
That one's
education,
getting worn out.
commerce, business, language, citizenship. And I remember a white
Go to
man
use it and the
warned,
fucking thing won't
and
work.
I'm using quotes. This country was slipping and sliding for third worldism.
You got a problem, Wiggin?
Boy, I wish
You
Bob-
do have
I
a
wish
problem,
Bob
Wiggin.
were here.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if we had Bob Grant and Rush Limbaugh? These America-hating Jew
You motherfuckers. Fuck you, JC, you
It's really
bitch.
too bad that younger people don't get to hear real substance, real smarts.
Stop timing you out. Okay. I'll stop timing you out. I just start banning you. And then I'll leave that account there. I won't remove it ever again. There. That account won't ever get removed. It's going to stay banned. You go right ahead.
You need to save us all. This is like, I tuned in when I first heard you talking about Mondavi. Being a former New Yorker, this is just devastating. It's just devastating.
This fucker's turning that on. I fucking turned that motherfucker off. Wow.
What an idiot he is. But that's
Screenshot.
what people are. Now, this guy in New York, he's just like an actor. I think he went to the same school that
Fucking
Obama did.
Christ.
You know, they're paid actors to get out there and be charismatic and pull everybody in. Even somebody's grandmother would vote for them.
These middle-aged people who don't work, like Vcash and Vader and Empress Chinchilla, you know, this is all they got. They make prank phone calls. They're right into the technology shit. I know what you guys do. You guys are fucking useless. I'd like to see you come through my chow line. I really would.
This is to make the rest of the people, the white people, weak, right?
Not about white people, but all people. All right. Thank you, my friend. You take care of yourself.
I did that one.
By the way, there's a local race in my Virginia district. As you know, I'm a resident of Florida. I'm here from time to time.
Oh, geez, this must be Crazy Frog doing this because he's got fucking millions of accounts like that. He does that shit. Or it's logical. You guys are fucking... Gotti, I took your wrench. As long as you associate with Logical, I don't want you having a wrench in my chat. You're welcome to come. I'll let you up on a panel. I might want to talk to you. All right? Out there, old buddy Logical. Fuck you, Gotti. Fuck you. Go join Wiggins' team because that's what Wiggins supports Logical. So I'm done with your fucking shit. I'm done.
In fact, it's gotten so bad his daughter's now doing commercials out here in Virginia because now they're getting threats.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
The commercials that the Democrats are running, but they don't care. They could care less. Listen to Hakeem Jeffries every damn day. His name is Gary Higgins, Geary Higgins. I love this guy. He's very, very good, and he'll continue to be good. Don't be fooled by the commercials on TV. They think we're all stupid. Hopefully we're not. Let's go to Lance, our friend Lance in Montana, the great KJJR. Go ahead, Lance, please.
Yeah, hi, Mark.
Yo. Did we lose Lance already? All right, it happens. That is Montana. It's a big state. All right, let's pull in one more to the break. Gene in Kansas City, Kansas, the great KCMO. How are you?
Thank you. Fine. Thank you for letting me on your show. I belong to that generation. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead. Home of the great Richard Hutchison, the president of Landmark Legal Foundation, by the way. Go right ahead.
Holy fucking Christ.
I remember the General Inspector MacArthur said old soldiers never died. They just stayed away.
Yeah.
I'm an old soldier. And I took an oath to defend this country and the country. And
fucking phone is just not responding right.
Which is based on a Judeo-Christian heritage.
Yes,
and now we're having one diamond who's trying to change that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also am aware of politicians who are now in Congress. Who come in here and they turn right around and fight our own Constitution.
Yeah, like Omar.
Jesus
Omar
Christ.
hates this country. She was brought here came here to get away from what was going on in Somalia, and just horrible. Just horrible. You got Talib. She's first or second generation. Her parents come out of the Palestinian areas in the Middle East. She's another. But it's not just them. Look at Bernie Sanders, who was born here. He's an absolute Stalinist. And look at AOC, another disgrace. All right, thank you for your call, my friend. Much appreciated. I think we're going to do a commercial, and we'll take a little break. Over the last 20 years, folks, gold hasn't just gone up, it's exploded. About 777%. That's 3 sevens. That's my lucky number. 777%. About $450 an ounce to over.
I'm serious, Gotti. And you didn't respond to me. I was in Vegas when you did that. I was cloning Relentless. Logical thought it was actually Relentless, and so didn't fuck you. I cloned Relentless about half hour ago in Vegas, and they thought it was really her, and the truth comes out. And there's Gotti. Die Logical, my old buddy Logical. So fuck you, Gotti. Fuck you. Fuck you, prick. That's right. Fuck you, Gotti. Logical's a complete fucking moron, and so aren't you.
This is the problem. Every bailout,
Control me, Gotti. Come on.
Temporary stimulus seem to be driving the dollar down.
I know what you fucking do.
So ask yourself, are you protecting your savings, your money, or are they slowly melting away? If you do what Americans do who understand what's taking place, and that's your diversification. Diversification. You shouldn't hold everything in paper. Get something real with monetary gold. I want you to call them today.
Time is it? You're getting late.
Pressure you. Their number is 877-NOW-GOLD. 877-NOW-GOLD. Call them right now or go to marklovesgold.com. Marklovesgold.com.
Nothing worse than someone pretending to be your friend.
They have an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau. Tremendous experience. And they are the gold company for you, as they are for me. 877-NOW-GOLD.
Logical go even, he'll go so far as he's insulting Rusty, calling her a cow.
Go to marklovesgold.com, marklovesgold.com.
So, Gotti, I don't know what your fucking deal is, but, get it straight, pal.
It's a weekend.
Oh, Logical, buddy, we go way back. That was me as Relentless, you fucking moron.
But whatever you do, I would encourage you to check it out. We'll be
Fucking
right back.
told you it was going to happen.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Every day, America's air traffic controllers guide millions.
You don't dare come up here now, do you, Gotti? Huh? Did you tell your friend Logical to knock his fucking bullshit off? You think that's funny what he does?
6 days a week to keep our airspace safe. Our shutdown would furlough 3,500 aviation safety.
You guys have no morals whatsoever. So I've lost all respect for you tonight, Gotti. Sorry, Rain, but Gotti's fucking, he's an idiot. He is a fucking idiot. He supports logical fallacy. Who's out there attacking everybody worse than fucking Alpesh Patel does? That motherfucker wishes death on all of us. Here's your genius. That's right. I cloned Relentless. That was me, Logical. That wasn't the real Relentless. No comment. You don't want no comment about you, Wiggin. You'd probably be happy hearing this shit. I took his ranch. Hey, I'm gonna fight, fucking over a ranch.
Fraud protection, merchant processing, and more.
I don't really need him to moderate my chat. I just did it because you can post links to shit, Here, watch this. Here, watch this. You guys are all like watching videos. So are you a flat earther, Gotti, or what? Or you just go along with his fucking shtick there to try to make people mad? You're in that fucking club, are you, Gotti? Supporting way. Come on up here, Gotti. How about you, Logical? That was me as Relentless. You go debate me on a panel. Let's go to Ginger's. Duh. Right here I am. Why don't you and Ginger come up here, Logical? Come on, you fuckers. Fucking neck hurts. Weather. You might get your wish, Logical. Maybe I will die of a heart attack soon. Come on. Vegas is a cesspool. Out there making fun of Gurf's death. It's okay for Logical about my mother. The best day ever when Billy Hayden's mother died. That was the best day ever. Patrick, New York was right about you, Gotti.
Here's Hillsdale President Dr. Larry Arnn with the Constitution with it. The Declaration of Independence is more than a bold letter to a British king written by upstart colonists, although it very much
No.
is that. The Declaration explains the promise
Using me to troll Wiggin.
possessed with natural rights, and that the proper exercise of these rights will lead to a full and deeply satisfying life. Just as
And maybe Wiggin was right about you.
the Constitution upholds that promise. Its purpose is to protect the rights of all.
So I'm just supposed to laugh at Logic, laugh at all. Logical's just kidding around. He don't mean anything. How about it, Gotti? You gonna let me fucking end this broadcast mad at you, Gotti? Because I am mad at you now, Gotti. Just as mad at you as I am at Wiggin. Both a couple of buddy fuckers. Both of you are. Neither one of you fucking dare come up here right now. I dare you. Come on up here. I want to talk to you fuckers. Come on up.
WMAL's Vince Colonnades, weekdays at noon on 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Another great troll job done by Billy Hayden. Thanks, Relentless, for letting me clone you. Appreciate it. Hello, Aretha. RESBT. Yeah, Al Sharpton spelled it with an I.
You know, Mr. Producer, when you throw this song out there, it gets me going.
White macadamian.
This is to my wife who's in the car.
Peanut butter. Our friendship ended tonight, Gotti. I really don't need you to make me any avatars.
Oh, man.
That's how mad Gotti gets at me. Get mad at me, Gotti. I like it when you get mad. Smile up. I will never look in JC's room ever again. I'm never, ever giving her another view. Don't need to. Should I eat another one?
You know what we're going to do next year? We're putting a camera in here. I made an executive decision. We're going to put a video camera in there. Oh, yeah. People really think it's crazy. All right, do we have time or no? All right. Let's go to Chris, Central Illinois, the great WLS. How are you, Chris?
Hey, Mark, it's great to talk to you. Hey, I've been listening to you for years. I have an hour commute after work, and you are the highlight of my day after I get off work.
Oh,
I have
man.
to do that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's been at least a dozen years I've been listening to you. But hey, one thing. So you were talking about gerrymandering. I live in South Central Illinois. I live in the same district as East St. Louis. When they did all this gerrymandering, East St. Louis is a 2-hour, 20-minute drive. It's a strip, a 20-mile strip that they put across the state.
Mm-hmm.
I live on the eastern side near the border, and they put this strip in. It's ridiculous. Nobody in this area.
Who's your congressman?
Illinois, Miller, Mary Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And so Illinois gets a bad rap for this Chicago. In this area, there's a lot of strong conservative people, Christians.
Oh, I know. Look, it's like Oregon, Portland, Washington State. I mean, there's a couple other towns too, but Washington State, Seattle, Virginia, Northern Virginia. You know, it's these pockets that are heavily populated that pull the whole damn state.
Yep, it is. Yeah, and it's terrible. And the Chicago Teachers Union now, there's downstate school districts which are renegotiating contracts, and they are told that they have to have the influence of the Chicago Teacher Union in their negotiation, and people are really upset about that. There's not a lot of people know about that. I mean, there is a lot that goes on in the state, but yeah, when that redistricting, and then you get our governor who gives on the late night show and makes jokes about a kid drawing a crayon, drawing a picture of it. It's like, well, people around here don't think that's funny. So, but
he doesn't care about where you live. He just doesn't give a damn because he knows the demographics. Guy's got more money than you can shake a stick at because of his family and the hotel business. He's got nothing in connection with the average person in Chicago, but he's a Democrat. He spends money. They've got a machine, and that's that.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Chris.
it-
First of all, thank you for listening all these years. It's very kind of you. I appreciate it.
They're pretty mad in Vegas.
But I will tell you,
All right.
most of the people.
Bye, everybody. Fuck you, Wiggin. Fuck you. Fuck you. Logical fallacy, Gotti. Fuck you, motherfuckers. All right. Wiggins always saying, I don't like none of you guys out here. Fuck you guys.
That's going to slip away.
Thanks, Gotti. I appreciate it. You're just another Wiggin now, in my fucking opinion.
Now our truckers, the men and women in Ukraine, the men and women in Israel, and you, the American people, God bless you. Kill Hamas.